Season 6 is here. Yes, hey cuties, PeachY here. Welcome back to a new video. And in this video, it's finally time. Yes, we're going to be doing a full breakdown of the first episode of Season 6, introducing us to brand new powers, lore, and more. Stay tuned, subscribe, and let's get into it. So we start off the episode with Bella waking up in this mysterious new place. She doesn't recognize, obviously, where she is, but it looks like it's a cave somewhere with crystals, obviously. It looks like a hidden palace or something, and then suddenly we have a ton of lights blinding her, and that's when she transforms. Cue the Wings Club transformation music, Sailor Moon transformation montage. Like, this really is giving me, Sailor Moon, Miraculous Ladybug, Wings Club transformation vibes. And I mean, I guess it's okay. I just feel like the outfit here doesn't really, equal like, oh, magical girl outfit. Like, no, it's pretty simple. Yeah, like maybe if she had wings, that would be okay. Now we're cooking. But no, it's just, it's just their new crystal resin outfits from the dolls. So yeah, Bella does look really cute here, of course, like I have to say, but that's because, her skirt here is not plastic. On the actual doll, it's plastic. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But yeah, she looks really fun here, really pretty. And then she wakes up because, oh, surprise, it was a dream. So then she goes to see Amaya and Violet to tell them the dream. And shocker, Violet and Amaya also had a very similar dream, and they also both woke up with similar looking rings, just inexplicably so. And we also see here that Bella also woke up with a brand new ring on her finger. So the girls gather around, and Skylar also shares her story that she also had the same exact dream, and it felt so real, and now she also has a similar looking ring. But then, Ruby states the obvious, which is that, they're all shimmers, all of them. So how come only some of them are sharing this same dream, and only some of them have rings? So we move back to Rainbow World here with the girls, where Sunny is reading this new book, and she didn't realize that it's really blue suddenly all around the school. So apparently, we'll get into why in a second, but Sunny was reading this lore book, basically, that kind of explains us a couple of things. So Sunny goes into narration mode here by explaining that, in the book, she read about those rings that some of the girls are wearing. And also we include here, this is Iris's ring, the new character. So she doesn't appear in this episode, unfortunately, but this is, it does mean that she will be appearing very soon, probably. And then also, worth to note, those are all the rings. So I guess like Ruby, Jade, Poppy, obviously she's not getting dolls, but like even Ruby and Jade, I guess they're not getting rings. So that kind of sucks. But anyway, so she goes on to explain that, this is the history of the original Shimmers. So it starts off with Rainbow World's magic. It comes from 7 different moonbow crystals. So they were placed in each corner of the land. There were, 7 of them in total. Of course, also mirroring the amount of girls in the group, of course. So that's, well, actually there's 8 in total, but there's, I guess 7 is enough because Amaya represents the entire rainbow. So I guess it's like, okay, yeah. So apparently there was an evil force that tried to destroy these crystals. Okay, now that's interesting. Now I feel like we're getting somewhere. What is this evil force? Is it just like literally a evil force? Doesn't have a name, doesn't have a body, or is it like a character antagonist? I definitely want to see where this could lead us, because until now we haven't had like a proper antagonist villain character in this new Rainbow World reboot seasons, so and I remember at the end of season 5 we heard a kind of mysterious maniacal laugh at the end, that was kind of like the cliffhanger, and also like the green smoke appearing in the portal. But so far they haven't addressed that, which really sucks. So I do wonder, like, maybe that evil laugh we heard, maybe that's gonna be what they describe here as the evil force. Again, I feel like they really need to introduce a overall evil like antagonist, because I think so far as it is just like the girls fighting against a invisible evil force, like that's just that's boring, like that's really lame. Like I feel like it's always much more fun to actually introduce like actual villain characters. Well, this evil force, they wanted to try to destroy the crystals, but so of course in doing so they became unbalanced and threatening all of Rainbow World, and that's where we see here the shimmers coming into play. So here we can see 4, and of course unmistakably you can see that they all resemble a character from Amaya to Bella, and then here's Violet and Skylar. They all look like those characters, and apparently Iris is also one of the original shimmers, so I wonder where she is here. But yeah, so apparently with the power of their rings, they were able to restore the order of Rainbow World, but unfortunately in doing so they kind of split up, and it broke their friendship group, and that's why Sunny's sad, because she's scared that with these events kind of like repeating themselves, with the rings appearing on some of the girls' fingers, that maybe this would also lead to the friendship group that they're in, breaking up. You can see here what this actually means and why like the school is blue. That's because like in every area where there is a moonbow crystal located, whatever color that crystal is attached to, I guess that area becomes more emphasized in that color. So of course the school is now all blue because the crystal that's at the school is blue. So I guess that's the explanation here as to why some areas are going to be more one color than others. So yeah, that's I guess the reasoning. And then they do end up finding Miss Morton, which she's just like meditating, which like, okay, that was very random. she's like doing the whole spiel, like like let's just like breathe in, breathe out, like okay Miss Morton. Now apparently the reason why she's all chill and zen is because the crystal also has a couple of side effects on some characters where it makes them feel way too calm or way too dramatic. So it's kind of funny that Miss Morton calls Ruby Rubes, and then it's like, okay, well that's weird, awkward. Does she not know my name? Miss Morton, you're my teacher, do you not know my name? I don't know, it's just like funny. By the way, Poppy doesn't have a single line. She doesn't speak a single word in this entire episode. That really sucks. But anyway, moving on. I guess they're really just giving up on Poppy as a character altogether. So Skylar, she feels optimistic, and then she just kind of poofs out of there and into the Crystal Palace. I guess it's the official name. They're giving this new location, and she breaks out into a song as she transforms into her brand new marketable doll outfit here. So yay, she looks super fun. And then with the new outfit, she transports back into Rainbow World High School. So yes, you can see here, we have a group of meditating students and teacher, and then here's a group of, students that are freaking out. Okay. So Violet's like, yay, thank you, you're back. And then Skylar realizes that, she has the power to bring back order to the Moonbow Crystal at Rainbow High, because she is the blue character and the Moonbow Crystal here is blue. So she sucks out all the blue from the crystal and, brings it back into balance with, bringing it back to its original state where it's just a complete rainbow and not just blue. And I guess the unbalanced, portion, energy from the crystal goes into her crystal looking outfit pieces, because we can see here like her top that kind of looks like a crystal starts to shimmer and light up as she draws out the energy from the crystal, from the Moonbow crystal. So interesting, I guess the actual crystal outfit portions that the characters are wearing actually impact what they're doing, and maybe they have something to do with their powers. So yeah, and then everything's fine. Yay, Rainbow High is restored once again into full on color, and that's basically the end of the episode. So yeah, was this a good debut for season 6? I guess so. It was cute. I definitely enjoyed listening to more of the story plot unveiled for the original shimmers, and like more explanation as to like how Rainbow World works with these, random looking crystals and all these areas. Like, at least now we have some more explanations for some of these technicalities, and for some of these like how this works. But at the same time, I'm not loving how basically they're treating these new crystal outfits as kind of like a transformation look for some of these characters, because, first of all, Jade, Ruby, they don't have the same treatment. They're not getting those looks. Poppy as well. But, and so second of all, also, like, the looks are just not as, like, they're not like magical, like they're just like normal looking. So I feel like maybe if they had a more like fairy theme for those outfits, maybe that would fit that kind of like transformation look more. But also maybe they don't want to copy Winx Club too much, or whatever. But still, like, I feel like even if they want to go in a route of like the girls all having like a unique transformation look, it should be more interesting than this, if that's what they want to do with this kind of with this new transformation montage. But anyway, the powers, like, okay, interesting. Obviously, they're kind of setting up that every area that has a moonbow crystal, whatever that crystal is colored as when it's unstable, obviously, it has to be destabilized by the respective character who has that matching color scheme, like Poppy, orange, going to the area that's mostly orange, like, so I can totally see how season 6 will be mostly about all the girls going to all these different areas, and each girl having their time to shine by restoring all the crystals back to their original state. And then maybe a plot line all throughout the season might be that there's a hidden antagonist somewhere, like a villain figure, and maybe some other stuff. Obviously, Iris, also a new character, she will be appearing as well. Maybe we'll get to see finally Viola from the Sparkle and Shine dolls. Obviously, they also have to hopefully they're gonna actually, tie in the cliffhanger from season 5 with the evil laugh and like the green fog and the portal. So there's a couple of loose ends that I hope that they, pick up on, and that they kind of like, finish, and that they continue on with those story plots. But overall, I guess I am kind of intrigued. It was good to finally get some explanation as to how, Rainbow World works with these crystals, because at first in season 5 they just kind of seemed very random. Like, okay, another crystal, this happened, oh no, this has gone wrong. It always felt like stuff was just happening, and the girls just had to kind of like, clean up after all these messes that just kind of like natural occurrences, or like just like whatever, like there were like an evil invisible force. Like, that's just so boring to me. Like, I definitely feel like they need to establish a proper villain character for it to really get good, But so far, I'm intrigued. Okay, I can't wait to see what's next. Obviously, we're gonna see Amaya, Violet, also transform in their new looks. Probably, so let's see. Obviously, again, Iris gonna play a huge role, and let's see what happens next. Yeah, what do you think? I thought it was a good, solid episode, but at the same time, them not tying in the loose ends from the cliffhanger kind of sucks. But I guess hopefully they're just saving it for a future episode. But what do you think? Are you watching these episodes at all or not? I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and consider becoming a member today to support that channel if you're able to, and of course, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.